8th grade students. Good morning. All right. 8th grade students, I am so excited to have you here for one last time. This is your final gathering, probably as an entire 8th grade group. So let's just give ourselves a round of applause for getting to this point. We are really excited for today's celebration. I know you guys have a full, fun day ahead of you, and it is so great to see all of you sitting here together with your peers, ready to celebrate the end of your middle school experience together today. So we are really excited to celebrate. Just a few reminders. I know that you guys have phones today because you're going to be taking some pictures and you have some opportunities for photo booths and everything after this. Right now, I just want to, create that expectation that those phones are put away right now so that we can be fully present for our peers as we celebrate our STAR students, Students of the Month, and then our entire 8th grade year and middle school time together. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of a lay of the land of what this morning will look like, we are going to start with our final STAR students and Students of the Month celebration. We'll give a couple of teachers a shout out, and then we have invited our high school principals to come and speak to you guys about that next step. You guys are on the brink of being 9th graders, and we are looking forward to having Mr. Colwell and Ms. Hansen in the building for a little bit with us to share their experiences and expectations with you and what to look forward to in the fall. Okay, then Mr. Sherba will just give a short message. We have a student speaker that will address the 8th grade group here. And then we have a slideshow. Each of you created a slide of yourselves. We will show that as the music plays. And then we also put together a slideshow of pictures of you guys from the last year. And then we'll end with just a send-off and allow you to take pictures with your peers. And then I think around 10 o'clock we'll gather and go to the next part of our day. So we're here for the next little bit, and we're excited to celebrate. So should we get started? Woo! Yeah, I'm excited. It'll be good. All right, I have appreciated all year that you guys have participated in such an awesome and authentic way for your peers. So let's continue that celebrating. I do want to give us a little warm-up and recognize 2 teachers, and I'm sure there are more, but I want to give, I picked them this time. I'm so sorry. I know. If you've got other ones, make sure you tell them specifically. I want to shout out Miss Pearson. Yeah, let's give her a round of applause. I know that Miss Pearson had a lot of support through all of the planning, but she was kind of the leader of this day and of a lot of the 8th grade May fun things. So just want to give Miss Pearson some acknowledgement. So magic clap for Miss Pearson. Thank you, Miss Pearson. And my other one is today Mr. Luke Fearbend. Mr. Fearbend, big round of applause for that guy. He took on the task of putting together both slideshows for the group today. So you'll see those. One, I think, is 20 minutes long. It's a large slide deck. So that's the one of all of you guys. There's a lot to celebrate. So thanks for the time for that, Mr. Fearbend. Magic clap for Mr. Fearbend. All right, I think we're ready. This is your final celebration for our STAR students for the month of May. And we will start with our English stars. If you see your name in here, you can stand and we will honor you together with the other team member. So to start, we have our English stars, Kira. Where's Kira? And Eli. Help me out. All right. Magic clap for Kira and Eli. English stars for the month of May. Way to go, guys. On to math, we've got Jocelyn. There's Jocelyn and Allie. Oh, Allie's right in the middle here. Magic clap for Jocelyn and Allie. Star students for the month of May for math. Way to go. Into science, we've got Autumn. Autumn's right here, and Alyssa. All right, magic clap for Autumn and Alyssa. May stars for science, or science stars for the month of May. Excellent job. Into global studies, where is Brooks? Brooks front row right here, and Naziah. Magic clap for Brooks and Naziah. Star students in global studies for the month of May. Excellent job. On to STEM and life skills, we've got Reed. Reed, right here, and Zoe. Right in front of me, hi. Magic clap for Reed and Zoe. Star students for STEM for the month of May. And finally, we have facts. Where is Chase? There's Chase and Shelby. Magic clap for Chase and Shelby. Fact stars for the month of May. All right, round of applause for those students. Way to go. All right, on to our final students of the month. From Team 8-1, come on down. Let's give a warm round of applause for, where's Lauren? Lauren, come on down. Lauren is our 8-1 student of the month. She enjoys science and English and wants to be a pediatric nurse. She enjoys volleyball, softball, and hanging out with friends. And she is proud of getting Student of the Month, and her best star quality is tolerance. Lauren, a couple of advisors' comments. Lauren, you are a rock star. You have found a great balance between socializing with friends and making sure you're getting all of your work done for your classes at a high school level. You're funny, kind, and a hard worker. Thanks for being such a great student, classmate, and human. Lauren, you are going to share your advice with your fellow classmates here.
Believe you can, and you're halfway there.
All right, thank you, Lauren. Round of applause for Lauren. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Excellent job. And our Team 8-2 Student of the Month, rounding out this year's Students of the Month, is Janice. Where's Janice? Big round of applause for Janice. Come on down. Janice enjoys English and orchestra and wants to be in interior designing when she gets older. She enjoys painting, drawing, and playing the violin. She is proud of being Student of the Month after being only at this school for 6 months. Way to go. And her best star quality is tolerance. Some teacher comments for you, Janice. As a new student to Monticello Middle School this year, you've quickly become a positive and valued presence in our building. Your warm, kind spirit has helped you build positive connections with your peers and teachers. You've also shown remarkable artistic talent through your creativity and unique perspective. We are so lucky to have you on Team 8-2. And I'm going to have you share your advice with your fellow classmates.
Try your best when times, even if it's hard. Excellent.
You got it. Thanks, Janice. Good advice. Push through in that adversity. I love that message. All right. I just want to say before I hand the mic over to our high school principals that I have very much enjoyed getting to know and grow with this group of students. You guys started your middle school experience in 6th grade when it was my first year here at the middle school. So if you can remember all the way back to your first 6th grade assembly, that first day of school, first week of school, most of you were sitting in these chairs as little 8th or 6th grade students. And now many of you look me in the eye or look down, and I'm tall. And the growth, although there is physical growth that happens throughout those middle school years, there has been a lot of maturity and growth emotionally as well. And I am proud of the group that sits here in front of me today that we are handing off to the high school in the fall. And so my hope is that you guys continue to remember and lean on those star qualities that we've worked really hard to instill here in our school community and take those with you to the high school because you are good people with good hearts, and I am proud that you are part of our middle school. So with that being said, I'd like to transition our time to Ms. Hanson and Mr. Colwell. They are our high school principals. Let's give them a round of applause.
Okay, good morning, 8th grade. Welcome to, I would almost like to say welcome to the high school because it isn't long. As Ms. Sandquist just mentioned, your time is very short and you are about wrapped up. So welcome to the idea of you being a high school freshman. You are literally about there. And I appreciate Lauren and Janice. That's very simple advice that if you follow, you will be just fine. And so it's nice to see some of these leaders step up with some advice that really is pretty easy to follow. And if we do that and you have the mindset that you got this, you can do this, you did it fine through the middle school, I'm hearing great reports, you will be just fine at the high school.
Welcome, congratulations, and that's really great big energy here in the middle school today. We have had, if I can just kind of give you a summary where the high school is at, last Friday we kind of kicked our seniors out of the building, and Mr. Cole will show you a picture. We had a big celebration just like you're having right now. They walked through our whole building, our staff celebrated them, we had a big pep fest like you guys are having right now. It's a great day for our seniors. But what happens very quickly, as Mr. Cole was just saying, is our juniors, we are now talking to them like they are seniors. So our 11th graders, we're in front of them saying, hey, you guys are the big dogs in this building right now. Get ready because our 10th graders are 11th graders. Our 9th graders are getting ready for 10th grade. And guess what we told that building? Get ready for you. There's a space in our field house. We've got a seating, a big area for you to come and join us and bring all of those star qualities that we've heard so much about you to our building. We're in the process of getting ready for you. We want you to take this summer and get ready for us.
Here's some things we can promise to you, and you can read them. That's just what we will provide for you. A lot of it's going to be on your shoulders, but we will provide you with those things. And we'll speak to them here a little bit more detailed. But one of the biggest things you're going to do, and we need you to be prepared to do, is walk in with some goals. Walk in with the idea you're going to grow. You got 4 years to develop and be prepared for your next steps after the high school. Know where you're at. Know what skills you need to get better at, because look at that last bullet. You got to build your skills. You got to be ready to go. Once high school's over, you need to know what you're good at and what you want to do. It's not the plan for your life, but you need to know what you're interested in. You need to know what you're good at, what you're drawn towards. And those plans will still change, but you need to know yourself well enough to build confidence, get some experience, and develop those skills. And
Janice, what was your advice again? It's going to be hard. Where's Janice? I lost her. Right here. That's what I thought. You looked at me. What was your advice? It's going to be hard, but don't give up. Something to that effect. What was your advice? Try your best, even when times are hard. It is going to be new, and it's going to be exciting, and it's going to be hard. And the number of seniors that tell us, ew, what would you do over my 9th grade year? I didn't come in with a focus, with the skills, with what Mr. Colwell just shared, and do it right, and do it well. And that's my biggest mistake that I'm trying to recover from. So it might be hard, but stay the course.
This would probably be, and we've heard it a lot in the last few weeks, our seniors, their top tips to the underclassmen, the thing that they say over and over and over is just get involved in something. It doesn't matter what it is, but the best way to do high school is to find something that you are interested in an activity or an athletic or a group, a club, anything. But just get involved. How many of you plan on going to graduation? Is anyone going to graduation ceremony? Maybe you've got siblings, maybe you've got parents, I don't know, who knows. You will hear the valedictorians say this. The valedictorians are our top seniors as far as academics go. They've got a 4.0 GPA. There's 15 of them this year. And in their video, they will say this as their top tip for doing high school well. Get involved. So think about what it is you want to try. Many of you already know, and that's fantastic. If you don't know, I need you to start doing a little bit of homework. Figure out what those things are we offer, and then try something. All right? You want to find something because that gets you connected to people, gets you connected to adults. It gives you a passion to come to school, and school just goes better when you do that.
And that's the fun part, you guys. Mr. Colwell and I will stand up all the time and say, do school well, study, take care of your responsibility. But the reality is high school is so much more fun when you're involved with people. That means our staff, our coaches, your friends, your peers, your classmates. So get involved. And I know, and we certainly recognize, sometimes that takes a little bit more courage. So as you're thinking about this summer, and as you're leaning into what being a freshman at Monticello High School looks like, you have to start to flex that courage muscle that says, I have to lean into something new, a new building, a new schedule, new courses, new teachers. You're very comfortable right now. You have done middle school very well. We've heard that from many of the adults in this room right now. And you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable next year. Our seniors will lead you. Our 11th graders will lead you. Get used to stepping in and every day having a new opportunity, but taking advantage of it.
That's great advice. What Ms. Hanson just said, you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. You got to push yourself a little bit. Here are some other tips. And you know based on your performance this year what you've done well and what you haven't done well, what you might need to improve on. So think through that a little bit. That first one says be consistent. If you haven't been consistently here, you know that's hard to do school well. If you haven't been consistent in your classes and you got 3 A's and then a C, you probably could do some things to make that C be a little bit better because you have the ability, you just maybe need to be more consistent. Keep up in class. Know your supports. You need to ask for help at times, and that's totally normal. So be ready to do that. And then like Ms. Hanson is saying, just follow the lead of the upperclassmen. One of the freshmen right now, this morning, I asked her, give me some advice. I'm going to meet with 8th graders. Give me some advice. And she said, don't overthink it. It's easy. You got this. You've made the changes before, 5th to 6th, big change, right? Coming to a new building, it was a little bit daunting. High school is very similar. You've done this before. Don't overthink it. You'll be fine. But just make sure you're there and you know how to do school well. And so those are really simple tips from our current freshmen as to how to be successful as a freshman next year.
Our building is busy right now. And if you know it or not, we're very busy preparing for you. Our staff are working on their courses for next fall. Our counselors are busy building your schedules. So they know you even before you know them. They're looking at all the things to make sure that when you step into our building next August, you are set up for success. And we want you to get yourself set up for success. You can read that, you've heard it, you've been coached very well. This is what we need from you. But know that we're working very, very hard. And we would want that same work ethic and that same expectation from you. Come in prepared to enjoy all that the high school has to offer.
The part about being uncomfortable, put yourself in a situation. Could you do this next year? You're sitting in a class where you don't know anyone, and you've got to be assigned to work in a project, and you need to find a partner. You either sit in your desk and wait for someone to come to you, or you go up and just introduce yourself to someone new you've never seen before. Hey, what's up? My name is Mr. Colwell. Can I work with you on this? How many of you would feel confident you could do that in class next year? All right? So that's that piece about being comfortable, being uncomfortable. Put yourself in that spot. You will have to do that. That's not super hard, but it is uncomfortable. And we need you to be ready to step up to that next level of doing something like that to make sure you're just not sitting there doing nothing, and a teacher says, all right, you work with you, and you have no say in who that is. So put yourself in that spot as a freshman to be ready to step up in those kinds of scenarios. And then that last line there, it's a marathon, you guys. It isn't just a quick little experience and then you're gone. It's a marathon. 4 years, same building, and you want to set yourself up to be ready to go do whatever it is you want to do. And there are seniors right now who have done school and been a high-character person incredibly well for 4 years, and they have so many fun things they're going to do. They've got so many options. And we want you to see yourself as one of those people that after 4 years, you've set yourself up to be super successful after high school. But that starts next year. So be ready to step into those shoes, please. Be ready to work hard. Be consistent. Show up. And those are the things we're talking about. Seeing yourself as doing. All of you can do it. I need you to see yourself as able to do it, if that makes sense. Ms. Hanson mentioned last week, this is our last slide. And this isn't really a super special picture, but if you look carefully, on the court, on the floor, you can see a lot of heads. Not the adults standing, past the adults. And that is the senior class at what we call the senior send-off. They are down there because they've transitioned out of the bleachers, out of their spot, to the floor as they prepare to walk out and go. That's right before they came here. So all of you remember that last week when they walked through. This was 20 minutes before we started our walkthroughs. But they've moved to the floor. The junior class has moved to where the seniors were sitting. The sophomores moved across the bleachers. The freshmen moved down, and then you see that big chunk of red bleachers sitting up there, totally vacant. That's your spot. When we talk about being ready for you, that's your spot. So we want you there. We're ready for you to be there. We want you to do well there. All right, so see yourself as a freshman. Be prepared to fill that spot well. Congratulations, you guys. Fun time. Last full day of school. You guys have done middle school very well. We're excited for you. Are you ready to step up next year? Very cool. We're excited to get you there.
We recognize that you did not get here alone because we would say the same thing to our seniors. Take a minute and look at the adults in the room around you. They are one snapshot of one group of people that helped get you from kindergarten to middle school, now prepared. Take a look and think, just look. Who helped you get here today? Who has been helping support you or make you successful? Give them a round of applause right now because you have not done this alone. And congratulations. As Mr. Colwell said, congratulations. We are so excited for you to come join us at the high school in 3 short months.
So 8th graders, let me tell you about my last 24 hours. Got home last night, went and got the shoe shine out, and I started shining these shoes. I shined them as best I could. My wife watched me shine these shoes. She also watched me take this tie out. This tie I haven't worn. The last time I wore this very, very special tie is when my daughter got married. In fact, there's a picture on the inside of her and I when she was little. That's the last time I wore this tie. Mr. Colwell will know that this is a very special sports coat. It's very special to me. I don't wear it very often, but I wear it in his presence.
I see what you're doing here. I see where you're going with this. Yes.
So please know, and my wife had asked me, why is it? Why are you so wound up about getting ready for tomorrow? And I said, it is indeed a special day. It's a special group. And even when I was driving in today, I got about a 15-minute drive. And some of your faces came across as I was just thinking through about you guys as 6th graders, 7th graders, and 8th graders. And some of you guys that I got to know pretty well, that I'm most proud of, guys and gals. So Mr. Colwell, Ms. Hanson, there's some folks in here who've made a tremendous amount of growth and I'm incredibly proud of them. Mr. Colwell and Ms. Hanson shared a little window in what's ahead and what they expect from you. But it's Ms. Sandquist and I, and she shared a little bit about what she's proud of you, all that social, emotional, and academic growth that you've had the last 3 years, which is indeed a big deal. But I'm going to remind you of what you had. I got 2 messages for you. One is just to remind you of what got you here, like Ms. Hanson said. When you came in the door, you had a fresh start as 6th graders. You got a chance to open your horizons up and try something new. Does anybody remember the 5 words we said, if you're struggling, what they are here at the middle school? What are they? Say it loud.
Do you have a minute?
Do you have a minute? Remember that? Okay, I'm going to share something with you guys. I'm going to put a little bit of twist on this. You've done a very good job of using those 5 words. Very good job. Those 5 words are ones when I'm walking the halls and I hear it, I ask myself, I have to find time. I have to find time, or I'll talk right now, and I have to figure out, do they need something? Are they struggling, or what it is? So you've done a very good job the last 3 years of using those 5 words. I'm going to ask you to do something different, though. As you guys mature, part of that maturity that Ms. Sanquist mentioned is that you've so used to saying those 5 words. I want you to start listening for those 5 words. What does that mean? That means there may be somebody in this room that needs you, that sees something in you, that values your integrity, your leadership, your moral and foundation, and they may ask you, they may value your opinion. And when they say, do you have a minute? The hardest part about that is just listening. They may not want an answer. They may not want details. They might just simply, you may decide right now, if I'm ever struggling at the high school, you're my friend. If I say, do you have a minute, please honor me and listen. So you say it well. As you grow and mature into a high school student, start listening for those words. There may even be adults that might ask you and value your opinion and say, do you have a minute? And they simply want to, they see something in you and they want to get to hear that from you. So it's a little different flip to just sharing that, but some of you guys have got it in you and you're ready to be that person to listen. So please take that message with you. You've got it in you. I've seen it in you. Lastly, I just want to share this. That picture, Mr. Colwell, well, here's that picture. But the picture of the graduates where they're throwing their hats up in the air, the next time we'll all be together, you know, that one right there. Up in front, there's a row of principals from elementary, middle school, and high school, and they're up there, and they are celebrating this experience with you. June of 2029, remember that picture when you first walked in here? Just know when you're there, I'm there, that all your principals are there as well. They're celebrating with you. My point to you is this. Please don't forget about us. Say hi. The people in this space have worked hard for you. They're going to be there too. If you see any one of these guys walk the halls at the high school, we may not recognize you because, gentlemen, you may have a full beard by then. Who knows? Ladies, you'll be much taller. If we don't recognize you, it's okay. Just know, please don't forget that piece, okay? Take those 2 messages with you if you would. At this point, we're going to turn it over to our speaker. He's going to introduce the slideshow. Please honor our speaker. Please honor Avery as you would any other speaker. And as the photos come up, do the same. We're very proud. I'd like to introduce Avery Breivik as our speaker, and she'll share a little bit about a message about middle school, as well as introduce our slideshow. Big round of applause for Avery Breivik.
We are here today, the graduating class of 2029, commemorating the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Time has flown by faster than ever. Friendships have evolved, and each one of us stands here transformed from the individuals we were just 3 short years ago. We have matured, grown, and gained invaluable wisdom along the way. In the spirit of embracing change, particularly the switch from quarters to trimesters as we transition to high school, I've decided, what better way to explain our academic journey than with a trimester-themed analogy? Our first trimester, elementary school, was all about laying the groundwork. We learned to follow routines, to rely on structure that guides our days, and how to use problem solving that fostered creativity. We tried new things, sparking a curiosity that transcended simple questions like, why is the sky blue? Why do we have to brush our teeth? Why can't I touch an electrical socket? I hope you never tried that. It sounds terribly painful. Throughout elementary school, we discovered the answers to countless questions. But the most valuable lesson wasn't just in finding those answers. It was in learning to ask the meaningful questions in the first place. Each question we asked, no matter how small, guided us towards a deeper understanding, opening doors to growth and more. It is a strength that allows us to gain wisdom from those around us, shaping us into confident, inquisitive individuals ready to embrace the challenges ahead. And then came the second trimester, middle school. We navigated the complexities of ever-shifting friendships, the awkward growth spurts, and the daily whirlwind of switching classes in a mere 4 minutes. We learned the crucial skill of time management, both in our classes and in balancing extracurriculars such as sports, clubs, hobbies, family obligations, and even homework. Over the years, we faced challenges that tested us, and we had moments of uncertainty that made us doubt ourselves, and struggles that occasionally felt too heavy to bear. Through the hardships, we also discovered our strengths. As we step into the next chapter, we do so with the wisdom we've gained, ready to embrace both the highs and the lows that come with new experiences, knowing that each challenge is just another opportunity to grow. And now for the third trimester, the grand finale. In approximately 3 months, we will be walking through the doors of the high school on a daily basis, establishing a rhythm that will define our days. That rhythm, for many, will become the new normal. But normal is a chameleon, constantly shifting its colors depending who's looking at it. It's a personal landscape shaped by our experiences and expectations. And just as each of us holds a unique vision of what normal means, so too will we each approach this next chapter with our own individual emotions. Through every obstacle, we learn to rely on our own abilities, gaining a deeper sense of independence and self-reliance. Over the years, I've learned that adversity is not just something to overcome, but an opportunity to develop perseverance and confidence. The struggles we faced have not defined us, they have strengthened us. And because of them, we stand here today, ready to embrace whatever comes next. I want to express my deepest gratitude to those who have guided, supported, and inspired us along the way. To Mr. Scherber and Ms. Sandquist, your leadership has shaped this school into a place of learning, growth, and encouragement. To our amazing 8th grade teachers, thank you for challenging us, believing in us, and preparing us for the next step of our journey. Your passion for teaching has made a lasting impact, and we carry your lessons with us as we move forward, especially your constant reminders that, yes, the assignment is due at 11:59. And to all of us, our friends, our classmates, our teammates, we did it. As we step into the next chapter, let's celebrate this achievement and look ahead with excitement for all that is to come. Before I finish this speech, I'm going to give you one more bit of crucial wisdom. Always keep going, no matter how tough things get. If you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, keep going. You'll get where you need to go, but no road in life is easy. It will all be worth it in the end. Congratulations, class of 2029. Let's make the next 4 years unforgettable. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. And now for the final part of our graduation program, a slideshow representing all the students here today that make up the class of 2029. The slides were created by the 8th graders, showcasing who we are today and in those earlier years of our lives. Please enjoy.
Please hold while I duo authenticate.
Okay, want to say thank you to Mr. Fearben for piecing this together. You guys did a great job with those photos. Those a good reflection of where you've been. Want to thank Avery for a great job. I'm very proud of you. That took a lot of courage, and she practiced real hard. Thank you for that. Before we, I'm going to turn it over to Miss Pearson here. Before we do that, I just want a reminder, you know, guys, don't forget us here. One of the hardest parts about being a teacher, being in education, is walking away from your profession. We've got a few teachers in this building that will be walking away after a career in teaching. I don't know if you guys might remember Miss Top down on the 6th grade end. We might have worked with her down on the 6th grade end with our 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students. And then Miss Pearson, or Miss Garrett's. Miss Garrett's last day is tomorrow. So if you just got to let her know she's walking away. So make sure you say thank you and wish her good luck. And again, let's give Miss Pearson a big round of applause for all of her hard work again.
All right. Thank you, guys. That was so awesome. Avery, amazing job. I also want to thank all of our decorators that helped to decorate. I had a big crew who helped me put together 2 photo booths that are behind the screen and behind that curtain. So, Ryan, if you are able to lift the screen and open that curtain in a moment. But students, we have until 9:56 to take photos. So if you would like to stay in here, you can use these 2 photo booths here. Otherwise, you are going out to the memorial site. It's kind of by where you guys do recess, and you can just hang out, socialize for a little bit. Those gentlemen are going to be on their way out, so you will follow them, Mr. Berquist, Mr. Trozek, and Mr. Laudenbach. And then teachers. On the rosters, students, shh. On the rosters, there is a spot for attendance. Please take attendance during every station. And let me know if you have any questions throughout the day. If you want to stay and do the photo booths here, stay. If you'd like to go with Mr. Berquist, Trozek,